Okay, for today I'm going to be working questions 7 through 12. Okay. Determine whether the rectangles are similar. Rectangles. So that means all the angles are 90 degrees, right? It's basically what they say when they called it a rectangle. Okay. They may not be drawn to scale. Okay. So determine whether rectangles are similar. Remember, for similarity, they need to meet two criteria. Same shape. And the way for the same shape, we compare the angles. They're all equal, so it meets that criteria. Are they, the sides are proportional? Let me check if that they are. If it meets that criteria, then yes, they are similar. If it doesn't, then no, they're not. How am I going to compare that? Well, from this, from one of my figures, I'm going to use the numbers 10 and 15. So I'm gonna do 10 and 15. I'm gonna do fractions. If I have more than two numbers, then I use more than two fractions. Now 10 is corresponding with 8. Okay, so I'm gonna put an 8 there. 15 is corresponding with 12. Okay, I'll put a 12 there. Two ways how to do this. Two ways on how to check fraction. One, simplify your fractions. 10 over 8 simplifies to 5 over 4. 15 over 12 simplifies to 5 over 4. What I did is I divided each by 2, and here I divided each by 3. That's really what I did. That's one way. But let me say, what if you're not good at simplifying fractions? You can do your decimals, 10 divided by 8, 15 divided by 12. What if you don't want to do that either? They cross multiplied. 10 times 12 is 120. 8 times 5 is also 120. If cross multiplication also gives you the same value, then sides are proportional. Okay, so let's put a check on that. They have the same shape, sides are proportional. Therefore, let me say yes, these are similar. Okay, let's compare question number 8. Determine whether the rectangles are similar. Oh, rectangles again, all the angles are 90 degrees. So all the angles are equal. That means they have the same shape. Check. Now, sides are proportional. That's the other criteria. Are they? I'm just going to write it down. I'm not going to check it yet. I have to check. I want to see. So from one triangle, I'm going to use the numbers 40 and 105. Okay, 40 goes with 16, and 105 is corresponding with 45. Again, we can simplify the fraction. We can divide, compare decimals. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cross multiply it. 40 times 45 gives me 1800. 16 times 105 gives me 1680. Wait a minute. Different numbers, right? 40 times 45 is not 16 times 105. So sides are not proportional. You fail that criteria. So this has to be not similar because they have to have the same shape and sides have to be proportional. So nope, no, not good. Okay, let's take a look at question number 9. Select all the triangles that are similar to the triangle shown. Note, they may not be drawn to scale. Okay, so I remembered, I remember that the three angles of a triangle have to add up to 180. I'm only given two of my angles. I need to find out what's the third angle. So first, I'm going to add the two angles here, 53 plus 64. That's 117. So for me to find out what's the third angle, I'm gonna go 180 minus 117, and that gives me 63. So my third angle is 63. And I'm asked, select all the triangles that are similar to the triangle shown. So I'm given 5 triangles there. They all have the same shape, right? They look like triangles. I don't know about the sizes, but what I'm going to do is my angles of the triangle given are 53, 63, and 64. Each of these triangles have only 2 angles. So if 2 of those angles are equal to 2 angles on my triangle, then they're similar. My first triangle, I see 42. 42 is not part of my triangle, so nope, that one is not similar. Here I see 49. Remember, I need to have 53, 63, or 64. So nope, this doesn't work either. 48, nope, my don't match. 70, nope, this one doesn't match either. 2028, nope, this one doesn't match. So I'm gonna have to say none of the above. Okay, let's take a look at my question number 10. Remember, I'm working up until number 12. So I have my 2 angles there. 19 plus 50, that's 69. I subtract that from 180. So 180 minus 69, that's 111. So this third angle is 111. First triangle doesn't match because I don't have 42. Second triangle doesn't match either. Here, I do have 19 and I do have 50. Okay, so this one works. Those 2 angles are given in the triangle that I have. This other one doesn't match either because I don't have 47. But oh, this other one does match. This one's good because I have the angles 50 and 19. Okay. It could be more than 2 triangles. Don't think that it's just one. More than 2 triangles. All right, let's take a look at number 11. Okay, so I'm gonna say 16 plus 23, that's 39. Subtract that from 180. So 180 minus 39, that's 141. So I know this third angle is 141. Um, yep, the first one does match. I do have 23 and a half 16th. Nope, this one doesn't match. I have 141, but not 9. So because of that 9, nope, it doesn't match. I do have 141 and a half 16, right? Those are 2 of my angles. Now this other one, I do have 141, but I don't have a negative 32. So just those 2, just these 2 angles. Okay. Lastly, let's see, 71 plus 66, that's 137. Subtract that from 180. So 180 minus 137, that's 43. So that gives me my third angle here. Oh, do I have the angles 71 and 43? Yep, I do. Do I have the angles 17 and 122? No, I don't. Do I have the angles 43 and 66? Yeah, I have those 2 angles. Do I have the angles 78 and 31? No, I don't. Do I have the angles 66 and 68? I do have 66, but not 68, so no. So in this case, those 2 triangles that I chose. Okay? Make sure on your homework when you're checking these, make sure when you correct it, it says 0 out of 1. That means you got it wrong. And 1 out of 1, that means you got it correct. Make sure if you guys submit your homework, this is how you know whether you got it right or wrong. 0 to 1 means wrong. 1 out of 1 means you're right.